Once upon a time, in deep winter, snow fell like white feathers. A kind queen sat by a dark wood window, sewing in the quiet castle. She wished for a child with skin like snow and lips as red as blood. Soon, a beautiful baby was born, and they named her Snow White. The good queen died, and the king soon married a very different woman. The new queen was very pretty, but she was also proud and cruel. She had a magic mirror and asked it the same question every single day.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
You, my queen, are fairest of all.
But Snow White grew up. She became a very kind and truly beautiful young girl. She played with the wild animals and sang sweet songs in the warm morning sun. The evil queen watched her from the tower window with jealous and angry eyes. One day, the queen stood before her magic mirror and asked it once again.
You are very beautiful, but Snow White is 1,000 times fairer.
The queen was furious. She turned green with a mix of envy and great rage. She called for her loyal huntsman and gave him a truly terrible, dark order.
Take Snow White to the woods. She must never find her way back.
The huntsman took young Snow White very deep into the cold and dark woods. Snow White picked pretty wild flowers, unaware of the danger around her. He tried to hurt her, but he simply could not do it. He had a very kind heart.
Run away, poor child. Run far away and never come home.
Snow White ran into the wild, deep forest. She felt very scared and alone. The tall trees looked like scary monsters in the long, dark evening shadows. She ran over many sharp stones and through thick thorns until it was night. She sat down on an old log and started to cry, feeling all alone in the dark. Suddenly, a cute little white rabbit hopped out from the thick green bushes. Then a friendly deer and a small squirrel came out to see the young girl. The gentle animals really wanted to help the kind and beautiful princess. They led her through the thick woods to a very safe and quiet place to rest. Then she saw a tiny, lovely little cottage with a very small wooden door. It looked just like a toy house, tucked under the roots of a giant old tree. She knocked on the door, but no one answered, so she slowly went inside. Inside, everything was so small. There was a tiny table set for 7. The sink was full of dirty dishes, and the wooden floor was very dusty. She was so hungry, so she ate a little bit of bread from each small plate. She was so tired that she lay down on the 7th bed and fell fast asleep. Deep inside the high mountain, the 7 little dwarves were very busy digging. They dug for many shiny diamonds and bright yellow gold all day long in the dark. The old clock struck 5. It was finally time to go back to their little home. They marched home together while singing a very happy and cheerful little song. But when they finally arrived, they saw that their house was looking different. They crept slowly inside, holding their sharp pickaxes ready for a big fight.
Look! Someone has been eating from my plate. And someone has been drinking from my mug. Someone is sleeping in my bed. Look over here.
They saw Snow White. She was so beautiful, so they let her sleep very quietly. In the morning, Snow White woke up and she felt very frightened at the start.
Do not be afraid. What is your name, child?
My name is Snow White. My stepmother wants to kill me.
If you cook and clean for us, you can stay here forever.
Snow White was very happy. She made them a big and truly delicious breakfast. But first, she made them wash their dirty hands and all of their small faces. The house was always kept very clean and full of many fresh, sweet flowers. In the evenings, they played happy music and danced by the warm, bright fire. The little dwarf, Fumble, tried to dance, but he quickly fell right over again. Snow White told them many long stories about the big world outside the woods.
Amazing!
She felt very safe and truly happy living there with her 7 new friends. Every morning, the 7 dwarves went to the mountains to dig for more gold.
Be careful. Do not let anyone in. The queen is wicked.
I promise.
Back at the castle, the evil queen asked her magic mirror the question again.
Mirror, mirror, on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
Snow White, over the 7 mountains, is still the fairest, my queen.
The queen realized the huntsman had lied to her. Snow White was still alive. She painted her face and dressed as a poor peddler selling pretty silk lace. She traveled far over the mountains to find the little cottage in the woods. She called out to Snow White, "I have many good and beautiful wares for sale."
Look at these pretty laces. Let me lace your bodice properly.
She pulled the laces so very tight that poor Snow White fell down to the floor. But the 7 dwarves came home early and saw her lying there on the floor. They quickly cut the laces, and Snow White finally took a very deep breath.
That was the queen. You must let no one inside.
The queen asked her mirror and found that Snow White was still alive today. This time, she made a poisoned comb to trick the young and innocent girl. She dressed as a different old woman and went back into the deep, dark woods. She spoke kindly and convinced Snow White to open the small wooden door again.
Look at this lovely comb. It will make you beautiful.
As soon as the comb touched her hair, Snow White fell down in a deep sleep. Luckily, the 7 dwarves returned home and took the poisoned comb out.
You must promise. Open the door for no one.
I promise.
The queen was mad with rage. She decided to use her very best and dark magic. She made a poisoned apple. It looked so bright red and truly delicious. One side was white and safe, but the bright red side was filled with poison. She drank a magic potion to change her look and her body completely now. Now she was a simple peasant woman with a big basket of fresh red apples. She crossed the 7 high mountains to reach the small cottage once more. She knocked on the wooden door and said, "I have sweet red apples for sale."
Apples for sale.
Raw. The dwarf said, I must not let anyone in. Go away.
Are you afraid of poison? Look, I will eat the white half.
She took a big bite of the red half and fell down into a very deep sleep.
White as snow, red as blood, black as ebony.
When the 7 dwarves came home, they found her lying still on the floor. They tried many ways to wake her up, but she did not move or breathe at all. They cut her laces and combed her hair, but sadly nothing worked this time. They were very sad, and they cried for 3 long days and 3 dark nights. They could not bury her in the cold, dark earth because she was still so very lovely. They made a beautiful coffin of clear glass and gold and placed her carefully inside. Snow White lay there for a very long time, but she always stayed as fresh as a flower. Many forest animals came to visit her every single day and keep her very good company. The 7 little dwarves took turns watching her, both during the day and all night. One day, a handsome prince rode through the green forest and saw the glass coffin.
She is the most beautiful girl I have ever seen.
The prince could not stop looking at her. He felt a very deep and truly sincere love.
She is so beautiful. I must say goodbye to her.
He opened the glass coffin and knelt down beside the beautiful sleeping princess. He leaned down and gave her a very gentle and soft kiss on her bright red lips now. Suddenly, wonderful magic filled the air. The dark and evil spell was finally broken. Snow White took a very deep breath.
Oh, heavens. I had such a long dream.
You are alive! My kiss woke you up.
I love you more than anything. Will you be my wife?
Yes, I will. You are my true love.
The 7 little dwarves were so happy that they danced around with a lot of joy. They all traveled to the prince's big stone castle for the wonderful wedding day. The wedding was the biggest and most joyful celebration the kingdom had ever seen. Snow White wore a very beautiful and long dress made of shiny gold and white silk. The prince wore a fine dark velvet suit, and he carried a very bright silver sword. The 7 little dwarves were invited as the special and very proud guests of honor. Even the friendly forest animals came out from the trees to join the great party.
Do you take this woman to be your queen?
I do, with all my heart.
And so, with much love and joy, they were finally married in the beautiful castle. The wicked and evil queen heard the news of the wedding, and she was truly furious. She ran away far into the high mountains, and she was never seen in the land again. Back at the big stone castle, the wonderful party lasted all through the dark night. The whole kingdom was now full of happy laughter, and there was peace for everyone. Snow White and her handsome prince lived very happily ever after in their kingdom.